Having a working handbrake is not only a legal requirement, it's actually a really good safety feature, don't you think? Well, Land Cruisers are fairly renowned as having relatively poor handbrakes. It's not that they can't work, it's just that they don't tend to work for very long if you're using them as a four-wheel drive or in a harsh environment. Now, my 105 series Land Cruiser here has got the dreaded handbrake problem. I've been tightening it, adjusting it, tweaking it for quite some time. I've got to the point where I'm going to give the handbrake system a complete overhaul. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of the Terrain Tamer products that I'm adding into the vehicle and why I'm adding them there and how they're going to help me have a good, reliable handbrake in this 105 series Land Cruiser. Now, the heart of a handbrake system is right here. It's the handbrake shoes and the braking surface on the inside of the disc rotor. Now, one of the things that's really important to make sure of, and that is that the brake shoes match the brake rotors. A lesser shoe, and I have seen shoes that do this, actually don't have the same radius around here as the brake rotor. And what that means is the braking surface might only be this amount of area, and that's to your detriment. That's not going to hold the vehicle as effectively as if you can make use of the whole braking surface. So the radius ground finish gives us that identical radius, and that's a really good thing. The next component that we're going to be adding is what we call the dog bone. So Terrain Tamer has these dog bones, and they've been made slightly longer than the original Toyota units. And the reason for that is that they can remove some of the wear that develops in a handbrake system over time. So if you've got a system and you don't want to do a full upgrade and overhaul all of the components, by adding the dog bones, you do remove some of the wear in some of the pivot points and pull pins and so on and so forth. So adding dog bones can be an advantage to you. Next, I'm going to be fitting the Terrain Tamer spring kit. So this kit comes with all of the springs, retainers, the pivot pins that are used in the handbrake mechanism. A lot of these pins are taking significant load when we operate the handbrake system, and they're down here in the wheel area of the vehicle where all of the dirt and mud and grime is hanging around. So they do cop a bit of a flogging. Now, every little piece of wear in a pin or a pivot, all of that combined gives us the misadjustment of our handbrakes, and it goes towards giving us that ineffective handbrake. So by changing those and renewing them, we help to improve the effectiveness of our handbrake system. The next items we're changing out is the handbrake cables. Now, these cables operate down here under the vehicle, and when we pull them on, they come under a fair amount of load. And over the years, the cable will stretch and become a little bit longer than it was actually designed to be. And that gives us an ineffective handbrake. So the other thing that can happen is that with the mud and grime and that nasty environment that they work in, that grime and mud can get inside the cable and reacts with the grease and lubricant that's inside there, and it makes the cables sticky, so they don't tend to operate as well as they're meant to. And that's obviously not what we want, because it can mean that the handbrake doesn't release properly when we put the handbrake lever down. So by changing these cables out, we actually bring the handbrake system back into line with the way the original equipment manufacturer designed it to work. So by changing out all of those components, I'm now going to have a handbrake system that actually works, and that's going to be a really nice feature to have. Now, it's really important that you do adjust and set up the handbrake system on your Land Cruiser as per the Toyota factory manual. Basically, start down here at the wheel and slowly make your adjustments up towards the handbrake lever in the cabin, and that's going to give you a handbrake that's properly adjusted so that you don't have handbrake shoes that are dragging on your rotors, but you have the minimal amount of action required for the handbrake to come on to its full capacity. I hope that helps you understand how Terrain Tamer can give you the parts to give you the confidence to bring your handbrake system back up to the standard that it needs to be. I'm Mad Matt. Stay safe on the trails. Terrain Tamer have a 50-year-old promise to deliver quality engineered four-wheel drive parts.